You guys asked for it. We're here to deliver 6 coins that could possibly change your life. This is coming straight from the alpha before the alpha. The number one KOL, whatever you want to say, to give you the coins that you're going to need to position yourselves to make maximum return and change your life with generational wealth. With that being said, guys, let's jump right into it. I'm going to give you a couple coins, some that are relatively new and some that are just a little bit older and have been progressively maturing. I'm going to give you some nice entries for them. So let's get started with one of my personal favorites. It's Dupe. As you guys know, if you stop by on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you get more information on these coins when we stream live every single Tuesday and Thursday. Make sure you guys come by and hang out. So let's talk about Dupe. Currently right now, Dupe has been consolidating beautifully around that, 14 mil to 27 mil range. It's been going up. It's been going down. A lot of really cool stuff happening in the Dupe ecosphere. Ideal entry for this, guys. Currently right now, if you're looking at this chart, that 18 mil is still relatively good in my opinion, but I think you could possibly get like a 17 mil range to possibly a 14 mil range if the markets start dipping a little bit. But as we are looking currently right now at the markets are actually going up. So ideally, this would be a nice little entry, and I expect this to break all-time high relatively in the near future. So positioning yourself on Dupe is a really good one. Entry's not that bad at 19 mil as we're watching it right now live right now, but I still think if you were trying to find a entry point that would be optimal, it would be like either 14 mil, which I highly doubt it goes down, but there's always a possibility. There's 14 mil entry or that 17, 18 mil entry. Ideally for Dupe, I think we do break all-time high, and this is one of my highest conviction plays. So if you're still not in Dupe, you guys are missing out. I know my bull squat's in Dupe if you're following me on TG, so let's go ahead and go on to the next one. The next one, guys, is a relatively newer coin called Salami. If you guys are following me on TG, I kind of give you guys the shout out to pick this one up recently. Reason why I like Salami, it's one of the biggest known kind of slang words to say Solana. And everybody since the Bitcoin days, ETH days, this is what they used to call Solana. And I think it's such a really good narrative moving forward. I think this does actually pretty good, and it cooks very, very well. Currently right now it's at 1.9 mil. I think ideally entry would be 1.5 mil, but I do think we see a all-time high break here right now. It went all the way up to like 8 to 9 mil. I feel like this is a possibly nice little entry point here. Below the 2 million range, it should give you some nice returns. Salami is looking pretty solid. By the time I'm making this video, it's under 2 mil. If you were on my TG, you actually caught this like in a nice dip. But this should give you a nice return, even if you are looking at this like at a 2 mil range. Should be a very nice solid entry. But ideally, if this correlates back down, you could definitely come in here and set a 1.5 mil entry point here to pick this up. The beautiful thing, guys, about this is you're able to do this on multiple platforms. So if you guys are on, Bullix, you could easily come to Bullix. This, for example, Froggy, we call this one super duper early on the TG. So hopefully you guys are there. But if you guys are on Bullix or if you are on Axiom, which our links are below, so you guys can get on both of them, is all you got to do is you got to go to buy, and then you go to limit, and then on your limit, you can literally set your buy on where you want to buy in right here, and then just put how much you want to buy. Or you could go and do the same thing with Axiom. So both of them are actually pretty dope, okay? So that's what you would do if you were looking to kind of just set your limits so you don't have to be watching the charts all the time. So Salami looks pretty solid. I would probably put my buy limit here at 1.5 if you're not in it, or if it's a little bit higher by the time you look at this chart. The next one, guys, is Nobody. Now, this one's actually a pretty bullish coin. Ran up all the way to 60 mil. Ideally, when I saw this, it was kind of like roughly right here. I was going to try to make a video, but I got a little bit caught up, just a little bit, and it ran from 10 mil all the way to 20 mil, so it already 2x. I do expect this to kind of come down a little bit more in the coming days, maybe wrapping up. I'm going to give you 2 ideal entries here. Maybe wrapping up here in the 16 to 15 mil range. So you're probably going to look for an entry here, possible entry. If it doesn't bounce off of this entry and goes back up, so if it doesn't do this, and go up, then that means we're coming down just a little bit more, and I will look for an entry between 11 mil right here and 10 mil, okay? So I would position myself here and go and put that right there and kind of look for this buy zone right here. I think this actually does really well, and we should get a nice bounce very soon. So hopefully you guys are looking at this one called Nobody. Once again, guys, all CAs, all links whether it be Axiom or Bullix, will be on the description down below, so you guys can easily just click on them and send, and get on them really, really fast. The next one we're going to be looking at, guys, is one of my personal favorite coins from long time ago, and that is Nub. Nub is actually one of my favorite ones, and this one has been kind of silent. It hasn't really been doing nothing, but the community from this coin has been super strong, and you guys know that I've been saying some coins are going to come back. Noob is definitely one of those that has a very strong community. Almost went up to 200 mil, not recently, but a while back. I think at 6 mil entry is still pretty solid here. I'm hoping if you guys are not in this one, we get a correlation to come back down here on that 4 mil range. Ideally, that 3 to 4 mil range if you're not in it. But I still think if we don't get a bounce down from here, so let me show you guys real quick. If we don't get a bounce from here, so for example, this is going to be our top. If this doesn't bounce and come back down to the 4 mil range, you're probably going to see another top of 9 to 10 mil, and then you're going to want to see what it does there. But ideal entry right here, guys, would be where you would set your buy limit at this 4.2 mil range. This is where you would set up a range, and between this 3 mil, which I don't think we see 3 mil again, but I feel like within this range of 4 to 3 mil would be the perfect ideal entry. If we don't see that entry again, then, currently right now where it's sitting right now, kind of at that 6 to 5 mil range, is personally where I feel you would be in a very good spot to get here. And if this runs back up, just like we've seen other coins like Aura, run up crazy numbers. I mean, look at guys, this actually ran pretty good. Content's pretty far on this coin, so highly recommend you guys check out Nub if you haven't so already. The next coin is a fairly newer coin, and if you guys have been following me on X, following me on TG, you guys know I gave you guys this below $1 million, so you guys should have printed. Right now it's correlating at 20 mil range. It's been just sitting there. It's gone on from 15, it's gone up to 30. It's come down. So right now, just kind of doing this nice, beautiful pattern. 20 mil is a very good entry here. If you're looking to capitalize on Gore, right here, 20 mil is pretty solid. Possibly we get another 17 mil dip here to a 15 mil dip. That's where I would put my buy zone right there. I would buy in a little bit right now at that 19 mil range. I would just put a little bit of money in there in case it doesn't come back again. But if it does correlate back down to that 17 to, 16 mil range, that's where I would put a big chunk, because I do think this breaks all-time high. I do expect this to break 60, maybe even hit, 100 mil. So hopefully you guys are able to capitalize on that one as well. The next one we're going to be taking a look at, guys, is going to be called Goonshot. Now, this is being played off of the brand new launchpad, which is the Moonshot launchpad. And this actually ran pretty solid. This is a little bit of a newer coin. Super, kind of iffy on this one in the sense that there are two main runners. But I'm going with the sense that Goonshot could probably be the fart coin or the useless coin for the Moonshot app. So hopefully this does very well. It ran up all the way to 1 mil because that's kind of like the way the platform works. I'll explain this on Tuesday and Thursday on the stream. But I think at 700K entry is ideal. But you might want to look for something like around 400K if it comes back down. I think kind of right now the momentum is building. Not that many holders. Not a lot of people know about this coin. There's a little bit more of a risky play, but could get you some really good gains. Kind of like what we did with Useless when we called it at 2 mil. Right now, if you look at Useless at 190 mil, not saying this is going to do those numbers, but I'm saying there's a possibility this one actually might get chosen to be like the main kind of like fart coin, useless coin for the Moonshot app. So make sure you guys keep it locked here. So those are 6 coins that could possibly change your life. Let me know in the comment section down below which one are you picking up. Also remember, not financial advice, but I did want to let you guys know this is what I'm doing to change my life, and hopefully it changes your life as well. Every Tuesday and Thursdays we stream, so stop by and say hello. If you have any questions, drop by as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.